Hello you guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. So I knew that for the second day of this almost full month of more videos, I wanted to film something related to my favorite brand, and that is Tilbury. We're gonna be talking about one of my top 3 products from my very favorite makeup line, which is gonna be Tilbury, of course, and the product is going to be the Eyes to Mesmerize. So I've been loving these cream shadows for a very long time, but anyway, she released Tilbury maybe like a couple of months ago, maybe even 3 months ago, a new shade, which is Exagger-Eyes. And Exagger-Eyes happens to be my favorite quad from Tilbury. So whenever I saw that she released a new one, I just got it as soon as I could. I did pick up mine from the Tilbury website, but it is now available also in Sephora, and it retails, the Eyes to Mesmerize retail for $34, and I have a lot of them. I think I need to do an updated video on all of the shades that I have and a look with them. I do have an old video of that. I'll be leaving it linked down below in case you're interested. But today, it's all about Exagger-Eyes, which it's just beautiful. Don't forget to subscribe. Just hit this little red subscribe button. If it comes down to it and I have to pick my favorite Tilbury eyeshadow palette of all times, I think I am 99% positive that it would be Exagger-Eyes. I don't know, there's something about this little quad that's just the most beautiful, everyday, perfect in every way little quad. But yeah, I think it's out there. I'm gonna admit it. This is my favorite from her line. And when I saw that she released Exagger-Eyes in a Eyes to Mesmerize form, I knew like I have to pick it up as soon as possible. And this pains me to say because I've waited this long to try it until I was able to sit down and film a true first impressions. So this is brand new. I did show it to you before. It was like a little spilled whenever I received it. I believe it just, heat or whatever could have been. But yeah, I've never used it. I don't think I've even swatched it. I'm not entirely sure, but it's been in my drawer for a little while. I've been so eager to finally film this video, so today is a day. This is of course Vlogmas Day 2, but I already gave you a little intro before this, so let's get to it. Let's just get right into trying this on my lids. I do have a smaller flat shader brush. Let's see if this is as beautiful as the quad itself. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending this into my eyelid just with my finger. Look at how easy that is. There is just something so special about these eyeshadows, you guys. They are just the best. And I'm just gonna blend it with my finger. I always usually like to also use the brush just to blend across the crease, but look at that. That took me like 2 seconds and it looks very pretty already blended. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my little brush, just, for fun. And I'm gonna go back into the shadow. It is super soft. Best cream shadows that I've tried. And I'm just going to add a little bit extra onto my crease and then just blend everything. Let's go ahead and move on with my other eye. Same thing, just with my finger, and I'm just going to blend onto the crease. This as is, I will just leave it and add mascara for like a very easy everyday no fuss makeup whenever I just want to have a little something on my eyes without going all the way with like a full palette. Very pretty. Let me go ahead and show you real quick a hard swatch on the back of my hand just so you can see. So that wasn't as good. I'm not very good at swatching, you guys. I'm not. So there we go. This is Exagger-Eyes on my hand. And I wanted to show you because I think Oyster Pearl might be a little similar. That's what I thought in my head. But next to each other. They are not at all. So this is Oyster Pearl, also by Charlotte Tilbury, and then this one is Exagger-Eyes. Let me go ahead with a different finger and just swatch it next to Exagger-Eyes, just to see. They are not even remotely close similar. So that's good. What's the name of this one? Oyster Pearl is just a taupey, straight up taupey. So here's Oyster Pearl. Both are stunning. Just look at that beautiful glow. And then this is Exagger-Eyes. I just wanted to show you because I felt that these ones were the most similar in all the ones that I own. I do own, I think, 8 or 9 at this point. I don't remember. But yeah, the other ones are not even like, I wouldn't even swatch them because I don't feel like they're even remotely similar to each other. Except for these two, in my head I thought they might be similar, but they are not. So if you have Oyster Pearl, it is not even close to Exagger-Eyes. So still would definitely recommend you pick it up. So this is what Exagger-Eyes looks on the eyes with nothing else. This is just the Eyes to Mesmerize shadow I wanted to show you before we move on to the next step, which of course I am going to add the beautiful quad. I just couldn't leave it just like that. It is of course beautiful on its own, but I want to see how both of the colors perform with each other. So let's move on to the quad. I'm gonna go into the crease color right up here, and I'm just going to throw this on the crease. This palette, just as is so perfect. So I just want to see how both shades perform, or how both formulas perform with each other. And oh my goodness, you guys, this is literally the exact same color and shade and everything in powder form. That is the most beautiful thing. Look at how pretty. Just blend it like a dream, of course, and it's just the same color. I'm very impressed. This is so pretty. Now for a little bit of dimension, we're gonna go into the darker shade right here. And I'm just gonna add it here on the external side of my eye, so on my outer V, just to bring a bit more definition. How pretty is this palette, honestly, you guys? This is just my favorite. I was debating between, you know, Pillow Talk and this one. I like my makeup very simple, very easy for my everyday. This is literally the perfect eyeshadow. But Pillow Talk is a very, very high contender. So between these two, I don't know. I mean, honestly, this is just so beautiful. There's just no other way of putting it. And it took me a long time to get this palette. It did take me a long time. I didn't have it for the longest time. And now let's go with the, how does she call this? The pop shade on the center of my eyes. I feel like mine is getting a little bad. So that's the only fault that I find in this palette, or in general in her little quads. The pop shade tends to go a little bit drier pretty soon. So between this one and Pillow Talk, both of them, I feel like I need a refresh, like just buy a new one, because these ones are getting, the pop shades are getting a little bit dry, but you can still see that beautiful glow that it provides. So now to finish up, I'm just going to use my little pinky and go into the lighter shade and add this to my inner corner. So pretty, you guys. I am obsessed with this palette, and this Eyes to Mesmerize did not disappoint. I am very impressed at how on point it was, the shade, to this one right up here. Just the exact same shade. Very beautiful. So here we go. Super easy, just a fast way of getting a bit more of dimension and maybe going for this look, like the full Exagger-Eyes look. If you're going out at night, maybe this would actually be the perfect day to night look. Like in the daytime, you just throw in your Exagger-Eyes with mascara, and then to bring it to a night look, you just grab the little quad and complete your makeup. It was just super easy to blend, as you just saw. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of that same Exagger-Eyes shade. I think this Exagger-Eyes, I don't know, on my lower lash, and just blend that. I feel like you needed a little bit something there. I'm all done. I'm just gonna go ahead and add mascara, and then I'll be back to share some final thoughts, which of course you already know it is 10 out of 10. Rita approved. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I am back, and I wanted to show you really close and personal the look. I am all done. I am in love. I just went and added the mascara and I threw in a lip. By the way, I am wearing a Supermodel, also by Charlotte Tilbury. Actually, most of my face today is Charlotte Tilbury with the exception of a few products. But yeah, super pretty, you guys. Honestly, just looking at the full look now with the mascara and everything, this is my favorite eyeshadow quad. It is just the best, and I am so excited that she nailed it on the exact same shade of the little quad. It is just the perfect companion to either go by itself or work with the palette, just like you saw. Everything 10 out of 10. This eyeshadow just blends like a dream. Honestly, I've never had any issues with the line in general, so the Exagger-Eyes, with the exception with those terrible eyeshadows she released in this line as matte. Those were horrible. But the normal eyes to Mesmerize, that I have a ton of them, they are the best cream shadows. They're easy to blend. You can use your fingers for a very quick, easy application. You can go with a flat brush like I did today if you want to kind of like go a little more defined on the crease, but honestly your finger will suffice. So if you're someone who has very little makeup and not a lot of brushes, but you still want to get an eyeshadow that is gonna perform beautifully, look very pretty on the eyes, give you that impact on the eyes, because honestly I feel like that's what the Exagger-Eyes do. So even if you're going for the lighter shadow that she has, or one of the darker ones that it's like, for instance, Betty or Oyster Pearl, you will still get that beautiful shiny glowy eye that she just nailed with this formula. It is easy to blend, easy to use. Anyone, if you know anything about makeup, like if you know nothing about makeup or are an expert, you are going to love this. That's gonna be everything for today, you guys. I knew I had to pick for my Vlogmas Day 2 something Charlotte Tilbury related, because I love the brand, and although I love the brand, I will always tell you the truth. Like if something does not work or I don't like it, I'll tell you the truth. So far, I've had 2 products from her line that have not worked for me out of the, I don't know, 20 products that I have from her line. So I could say very easily that it is definitely my favorite brand of makeup. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please be sure to subscribe before you leave. Hit the little notification bell so you get notified every time that I post, which for the month of December is gonna be 5 times a week instead of 2 videos. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.